golden internet's MegaMogwai here, and I got another of Runeterra video for you guys today. And today, you know what, I've had enough of Irelia Azir, so we're gonna play something that can beat it up quite often. Not every single time, because the deck can be quite nutty. Like sometimes they just Yu-Gi-Oh draw you, and it's pretty much unstoppable. But for the most part, this is a very, very nice counter that happens to be a really strong deck in the meta. This is my own take on Vladimir BRAUM, which is an archetype that I like to call many things, really. I'm not gonna go there, but you guys just let your imagination flow. But yeah, we have a Scargrounds mid-range deck that utilizes BRAUM and Vladimir. I love the fact that this deck became a thing. I've been trying to make this deck a thing ever since, you know, the beginning of the open beta when BRAUM and Vladimir were out. Vladimir used to be deemed as the worst champion in the game. And man, it felt impossible, but then one day we got a really nice card known as the Scargrounds that just made all of our dreams come true. And this is my take on the archetype, which is honestly quite different from other variants that I've seen running around in tier list and the likes. So I'm going to explain why I'm choosing the cards that I'm choosing and what the deck is all about and all that good stuff. Hopefully, will keep be, you know, relatively short. Don't want to ramble forever. But this is a self-harm archetype. It is a deck that is trying to synergize with us hitting ourselves, quite simply. And the Scargrounds is the major enabler for that. The Scargrounds is a landmark that says when an ally survives damage, granted +1 and tough. Emphasis on the grant, it's permanent. And the tough is really important. This card is the reason why we have a very strong matchup against Irelia Azir. This is one of the few decks that can actually welcome all the incoming attacks from the Blades and the Sand Soldiers. Given there's no Marshal on the board, we have to deal with their engines every now and then. You have to deal with them, but we do have tricks to do that as well. And we have the ability to withstand their early onslaught and then really overwhelm them on our own attack. Even though we only get to attack once per 2 turns like normal people, it tends to be enough, thankfully. So, Scargrounds is a very important card. BRAUM is also really neat. The fact is, both of our champions, Vladimir has to level up, but in this deck it's very easy for him to do, have regeneration. And this allows us to take a bunch of damage and then heal it up completely. So, with BRAUM, we can start challenging units, and with Scargrounds, we can actually gain power little by little, and which we can use to finish off the opponent's board. First the little dudes, and then the bigger dudes. You get the drift, right? So we have a full set of Death Lotus and Ice Shard. This is really strong because this can stop not only Blades and Sand Soldiers, but also against Thresh, Nasus. You can go really wide. You can even set this up by pinging their 2 health units like the Ravenous Butchers or their Bakai Reapers, and then just going for an all-out board wipe. And something that you can really very easily do when we're running a full set of them both. They're also very powerful offensively as well, because with a Scargrounds and with units like Scar Mother Vrina, aka Angry Woman 2.0, we can actually overwhelm the opponent with a bunch of... Not only are we weakening our opponent's blockers with these fast speed AoE damage pings, we're also triggering Vrina's effect, and we're granting her +3 power every time she gets hit. So you get the gist of it. This is not really a new archetype, but my take is a little bit different than some, because a lot of people are focusing on Ruthless Raider and Crimson Disciple as a 2-drop set. I don't believe you need to run that many 2-drops in this sort of deck. In fact, I don't think Crimson Disciple is that good of a card. Ever since she got nerfed back in the day, like I feel like she's a bit of a trap. Don't take that out of context, but yeah, she's not that great. Ruthless Raider is all you want for a 2-drop. Ever since we got the Crimson Bloodletter, he fills in the role. You know, the pet overtakes the owner, I guess. Fitting, poetic, one would say. I don't know. We have also a full set of Culling Strike. Very important card in this meta. This card not only allows us to kill Azir, one of the few ways to kill Azir for 3 mana right now. This card is absolutely essential, and it also one-shots Thresh, which is massive. I cannot emphasize how strong that is. This card is just way too good. It works in every single matchup, and alongside stuff like Troll Chant, it can allow us to hit things that are even stronger. Instead of running a full set of Troll Chant, which is what most people would do, I'm focusing on 3 Sisters. This card is very important, especially for the Thresh Nasus matchup. We need access to Frostbites, and the flexibility this card provides us with is also just too good. I'm a big advocate of this card, and regardless of what failure deck you're playing, this card is just too good not to play, in my opinion, as a Fury of the North can be very clutch, especially in our kind of deck, as we can survive us, or can enable us to survive some sort of damage damage or removal and overpower the opponent that way. And in a pinch, we can also go for the Entomb as well. At first, I had it as a one-off, but then I'm like, you know what? I'm going to take out a Troll Chant. I'm going to add a second copy of it. And ever since then, I did not look back. Kindly Tavern Keeper to help us heal up a little bit against aggressive decks. Noxian Guillotine to help us remove high or big dudes. Yeah, I was searching for a synonym, but I ran out of options there. And Whispered Words to mitigate one of this deck's biggest weakness, which is card draw. Crimson Curator, aka Eddie Boy, kind of like helps us out in that regard. But I feel like this card is actually very easy to enable in this deck. Even though we're not a reputation deck, because of the Scar Grounds, we're able to get our units to very high attack power and then enable this for 2 mana, which is really neat. But don't keep this in your opening hand unless you're facing a control deck, as you generally want to be able to curve out efficiently rather than having expensive card draw that you're going to be using until the latter portion of the game anyways. And we even have a one-off of Basilisk Bloodseeker, because this card is awesome and it puts in the work, and I like it a lot as a one-off. And the same can be said about Tarkask, who's kind of like a 4th Vladimir in a way. And yeah, really, really fun deck. I really felt like playing this. It does great in the meta, and I had an insane win streak with this. So today's games are pretty fire. I did not run into Irelia's ear. I did so off camera later online, but not in the video, which sucks. But take my word for it. Like, this deck is good against that. So yeah. And that's basically all I gotta say. Have a solid day. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for daily Legends of Runeterra content. Why am I speaking so fast? Jesus. I don't know. It's a mystery. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Have a solid day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Really? Well, that brings me back. Alright, we have the Scarground. Oh man, but this matchup is gonna be really tricky. I mean, the Scarground is gonna be important, I think. I'm gonna drop everything else though. Yeah, Calling Strike is where it's at. Calling Strike is how we try to get the upper hand here. We have to target Soraka every time. So it's alright if we don't do anything the first couple of turns. Even though we do have the Bloodletter there, but we don't need to play it until turn 4 alongside the Curator. I want to carry over the spell mana because I want to be able to Calling Strike.
It's a big responsibility to shepherd stars.
He could have the path card, divergent paths. Yeah. I want to go Bloodletter into Crimson Curator to get some more units. That's why
How can BRAUM help?
Everyone bleeds for the right prize.
That's why I like running more spells. I'm gonna target BRAUM though, because BRAUM can be annoying.
I fight another day.
It's nothing personal.
Nothing personal.
Everyone here? Let's go.
By all means, get in my way.
Stand back.
Finally, someone with class.
The pleasure
Good
to
to
see
see you too, Madea. So we're gonna be setting up a strong attack here, potentially with double Death Lotus. Okay, never mind. Grab your time. I kind of want to do this. He has another Path of Destruction. That's quite a bit of value.
the bloodier the better.
Alright, there's a Hush.
Another path, another problem.
Still a lot of damage going his way. We're just gonna try to smork him. We've enabled tough on all these, which makes our Death Lotus like really nice. We lost the Scar Grounds. Okay. Alright. He'll be back at 7, but then he'll lose his Broad Back Protector. That's fine. We got so much value out of this. So many Edwards. Too many Edwards. It's funny because when I recorded a video with this deck, I faced the Braum deck and I, like this deck and I won, which is... The tables have turned. I'm gonna use this as an excuse whenever people...
We're all family here.
Okay. Let's play Crimson Disciple.
Come, Clara, we have much to teach you.
I can't wait.
The winter's claw strikes.
It's all about the pilot, baby! We did an Edward quote. One of the things that I really dislike about facing Draven Jinx is that every time I face it lately, it feels like I make them run out of gas, and then they top deck Augmented Experimenter. And that's like one of the things that triggers me the most in this game, because, you know, I'm a player, I'm a value player, right? I don't like playing aggro. I like playing for value. I like outvaluing my opponents. So having this card that you just top deck and like refills your hand pisses me off, man. It really does. Let's move it away. You and you. Let's keep Eddie Boy and Crimson Bloodletter. Calling Strike could be a little bit of it's not terrible, but this deck is just, we're better off having Death Lotus and the likes, and Ice Shard to deal with like spread out board states.
The sun rock got me good.
Okay, so they just drop a rummage. No discard outlets. At least initially. It's good to know.
Help the poor.
Fight or die.
I mean, I'm gonna curve out. Against this deck especially, I need to curve out.
I have the knack.
I need the reputation.
The party has arrived.
Alright, so we want to attack with
It's nothing
I'm
personal.
gonna attack with Eddie. If he wants to trade Draven into Eddie,
Axe with your name on it.
then that's fine. Survival instance, okay.
Now we're cooking.
But that leaves it vulnerable to like a Death Lotus or an Ice Shard. If I could draw one of those. I may not. Yep. Man. Where is... I mean, I'm gonna... Fearless, like, do you not understand the matchup? Like, he's just playing into it.
Axes coming right up.
Alright, let's just guillotine away.
Suck.
Ice Shard, Death Lotus, we have a full set of each. Can I draw them? Or is that too much to ask?
How can BRAUM help?
Well, Braum,
I salute you.
yeah.
I feel this we should be friends. It is easy, see?
I'd never keep my guests waiting. This one's mine.
Stand behind BRAUM.
I'm on a roll.
Alright, so I'm gonna have to sacrifice Braum here. And I mean, that's my face right now, dude, because I have a bazillion cards that should have stopped this. Dude, I have so many cards in my deck.
This'll take the chill off.
Kneel before me.
Oh, it is a great day for a reckoning.
Can I top deck? Like, dude, I've gone through like, oh my god, I've gone through like more than 1/4 of my deck. I have 6 of these cards. Can I please draw one of them now? Like, I can't lose to, like, I should not lose to this ever. Not with this deck, man. Come on. I'm gonna have to attack. I'm gonna have to attack.
Tick tock, the hour approaches. Where can I find a full-bodied red?
Because I need the health gain.
Let it flow.
I need the health gain.
One of us dies.
This forces some trades as well.
Fate brings us together. You must get by these first.
Can I top deck a Death Lotus, please? For the love of God. Thank you! Thank you! Thank you, game! Arigato gozaimasu! Oh!
Gutsy and strength.
Oh, okay.
Let's talk about your town.
Whew! Oh! I'm sorry, but I was getting legitimately angry, man, because I have a deck to counter these sort of like strategies, right? And like nothing is more frustrating. All right, then, you know, overkill. Then like die to an attack like that. You know what I mean? I'm not sure. Was that lethal, anyways? Like I still probably didn't die. I don't know. I didn't calculate right, but it's like, dude, I have 3 Death Lotus and 3 Ice Shards. I can't die to Poros. You know, fuck that shit. Ugh. It's Shampoo, the one and only. Playing Aphelios in 2021. Let's drop you. Let's drop Vladimir as well. I want to keep the Braum though. There's a Scar Ground. It's beautiful. Oh, we are facing target, so he could potentially invoke into a removal.
Does your mind crumbling under what it doesn't understand, silly?
We have the Death Lotus for an attack next turn, so he could have a could have a Pale Cascade, but I don't think he would go for it. Yeah, this Death Lotus is looking really neat. Woo! Scar Grounds into Braum Curve.
Celeste, paint me and Stumber playing catch with Zoe. I'm a serious artist now. I paint Sparkle Flex.
Get the fuck out of here.
Her flowers bring the moonlight with them.
Do I care? I could go for another Death Lotus, but do I legitimately care? Like, it's still far. Yeah, I'm gonna let that slide. It's fine. I value curving out more. Like, I value this grounds way more. Because now I can pick off Zoe anyways.
Let us get going.
It's funny how they fixed that interaction. Braum, get away from the Poro. Get away from the Poro. Maybe I should have killed the Zoe before. I mean.
We were peaceful once.
Embrace the night, Aphelios.
What about double Scar Grounds? I mean, I like this combination a lot, but I gotta deal with Zoe, right? Like, I gotta make sure that Zoe doesn't level up. I have to do everything within my power in order for that to happen. But at the same time, going for Ice Shard, and that is better with double Scar Grounds. So we're gonna play the Scar Ground now. That's fine. We don't mind.
Let's go out friendly though. We should be friends.
Because even if he hushes,
You cannot hold us down.
even if he hushes, the problem is if he's able to play 2 cards that he hasn't played yet at fast speed. Oh shit.
You are the weapon, brother.
Well, just 1 card that he hasn't played yet.
Wheel turns. Day becomes night. Time to be sellers.
Get fucked. Should have blocked. Oh, double Scar Grounds, baby. Woo!
Victory is friends we made along.
Gotta believe in friends, man. Alright, Thresh Nasus. Death Lotus early on can be pretty good. Whispered Words can be good as well, but like I said, I want to... I should have only been more aggressively for... I think we're fine. Like, Scar Grounds is important. Calling Strike is also important to answer Thresh, but I have a few turns to keep that. I don't want to keep my card draw in my opening hand because I do want to curve out as efficiently as I can. Whisper Words is more for like the later portion of the game where we start running out of steam.
Pride filled us forever. The dark closes in.
That puts that at range for Death Lotus, which is great.
If I'm forgotten, then oh,
I'm setting up a nice... I'm basically nullifying that attack.
Everyone bleeds for the right prize.
I love that Calling Strike, beautiful. So he slayed 2 units, which makes his Nasus a 4/4. I'm telegraphing my Death Lotus, but what are you gonna do about it? Because I'm just gonna patiently continue to build my board.
Your time in the cycle is done.
fight or die.
This
Beautiful. Strong hit. Drop that Thresh. Yes. Yep. And that applies to you as well. That's why we play triple. That's why we play triple, ladies and gentlemen.
What is darkness to the unseen?
Remember me, little one. Please. If I've forgotten, then no.
Let's get those shorts.
Alright.
I will find someone. I must be known.
Not the face!
Your time cycle is done.
It's just blood, darling.
Life is the ray that splits the skies.
I don't carry change.
The wings.
The Winter's Claw!
You! Yes, you'll do!
I can get close to killing him, but it's strictly better for me to do this.
I like your style.
I like your face. If they played Nasus,
We enter an age of men and gods.
we can entomb. That's why I play. That's why I play this card for this matchup, specifically for this matchup, to buy a little bit of time.
See what we see. This'll take the chill off.
Man, if we could find something like okay, well,
The bloodier the better!
Dissident.
The cycle begins anew.
maybe preserving the
Gonna find a gift for an action, right, Arda? Hunt it down.
I needed I ran out of gas here. Ah, there's the ice shard.
The Emperor commands, the land obeys.
This too shall end.
be quiet.
Get up to 10, but it's just not enough.
The expanse of eternity stretched out before me.
I need a Vladimir top deck. No, actually Vladimir top deck isn't even good anymore. I need whispered words. Okay. I need him to have an atrocity here, man.
Judgment awaits.
No! Why did he forfeit? Oh! Well, I mean, if he didn't have atrocity, we had him. Oh, man! I'll take it. Alright, Lissandra Talia. So, like, I wanted to, like, speak more on that last game. Like, I made a misplay with the troll chant. I should have targeted the bigger Nasus, right? Because I could trade into the other Nasus with my you know, big boy Edward there, which means that I could break the spell shield of the thicker Nasus, so that if I had another card like another troll chant, I could potentially weaken an atrocity OTK, right? So that was a big misplay that could have cost me the match, which is important to acknowledge. I want to keep these culling strikes, honestly, because they hit you know, his two champions. Well, I guess we got a triple. Edward MVP, man. I could play Curator, but I definitely want to just kill you. No, you won't. Actually...
The Watchers!
BRAUM! Leave him alone! It's not right! The difference between this and this play is that he could have Avalanche or Blighted Ravine, and I don't want my Crimson Curator to be vulnerable to that. Plus, I want to enable my Take Heart. I like playing Tarkas here. Oh boy. They're coming.
So many tiny.
I've dressed for the occasion in red.
So we need to structure this attack properly.
Let's show our friends the door. We should be friends.
Where can I find a full-bodied red?
Time to smash.
Let it flow.
Ice Shard hurts us quite a bit, actually. Yeah, I shouldn't have attacked like this. This was a mistake. I should have dragged the clock link just in case. Because he could have Ice Shard. But it doesn't seem like he does. It's a very risky play what I did here.
Do they need our help?
Okay, that's perfect though. Living on the limit.
Lord and Master.
If he has like a blighted Ravine, then I can Braum's well, I can take out something else. These two have regeneration, so that's really neat. We're gonna keep passing here. We're gonna play reactively. Yeah, I get that regeneration right there. And there's the Scar Grounds, beautiful.
Keep your eyes on the horizon and your feet on the ground. My journey won't end until I'm through weaving it.
Scar Grounds here will allow me to capitalize on her, and I'm gonna go with the Culling Strike here. I kind of want to drop you.
I have the name. I need the
Because I can take card this.
Such rich demand.
All right.
My shield is my sword. Show me your best.
Drag you out here.
Let's see what they'll make.
We should be friends.
Getting the most value out of Vladimir here. Because now a take heart onto this mighty Poro will seal the deal. Because our damage output goes dramatically all of a sudden. Like, even if he has a Frostbite, we still kill him. That's how powerful this is. That's how crazy this is. Another Frostbite will do it onto Eddie here. He'll let him live by one. Oh. Oh, I didn't take that into account. All right. Rite of Negation. Well, thankfully we have Whispered Words to help us get more into this. Okay, I didn't expect that. Like, I didn't think about that. Okay, there's the Basilisk. I like Ruthless. I like setting up Ruthless Raider.
This land is ours.
Because Basilisk Bloodseeker onto this can be incredibly powerful for and I can use it to deal with one of these.
It is easy, see?
I'm rich.
I don't know, he could kill me from this range. Unless he plays like a random Battle Fury. Do this, this. And get that power to respectable levels. Alright. You need to play this now. I'm gonna Culling Strike this.
Come back next time.
dressed for the occasion. In red.
Does he have another Rite of Negation is a question?
Ages pass, but I am eternal.
Does Lissandra stop this like this?
All things grow cold.
Deal 1 to it for each. Oh man, yeah, it does. Well.
This is fun, yes?
Bottoms up.
Die. Fight.
For each, but is it like one time each or is it total? Because if it's total, we're still great. I don't understand. How is it only dealing that much? Okay, yeah, so okay. I mean, he doesn't seem to have regular frostbites. Does not seem to have regular frostbites. I'm just thinking here, because this take card allows me to survive one attack from the Watcher. But if you were to have like a flash freeze, then he wins. What else could like?
There's fashionably late, and then there's this.
Because I survived that with the take card after he banishes my deck. This plays around that. I'm risking it. Okay. I didn't think he had it. I just don't believe, because he kept going for the 4 mana ones, and that was literally the only thing that saved him there. All right, so Thresh Nasus again. Haven't really run into Irelia Azir, but going on an insane win streak here, man. We want to keep the Culling Strike for Thresh. We want to keep the Ice Shard. I'm actually gonna drop the Troll Chant for now. Because we do want to find Scar Grounds, right? There's your boy BRAUM.
Forgetting is death to an immortal.
I do want to play the Bloodletter. Even though Merciless Hunter could be a thing, but I'm not gonna attack with the Crimson Bloodletter here because now I am. Now I am. Every ounce of damage matters, but I didn't want to play into a Vile Feast. Merciless Hunter can target this, but if I go for Ruthless Raider, then all of a sudden I have a play. Very interesting. I mean, Blighted Caretaker. Most obvious Blighted Caretaker I've ever seen in my life. So, no thank you. Ooh. Mess up my curve. This is too good to ignore. Like, I'll mess up my curve a little bit, but I want to get the most value. I'm okay with this. There's a lot of things that can go wrong, and I don't want to tap out like that. I have to let that go through, and I'm not afraid of Thresh anyways. I'm gonna let that happen. Again, I want to be able to answer Thresh on curve. That's a Black Spear, alright.
Your time in the cycle is done.
They forgot. You cannot. Take heart.
Arda's gonna make a meal of them.
This will put me at 4, but I'll have... Well, he'll be able to trade the Bakai Reaper.
Wrap 'em up tight.
I'll take the hit from all these. It just means preserving my BRAUM.
It is easy, see?
Gone down quite low. But I have the means for coming back.
Hello, my darling.
Betrayal buried Shurima. Hope revived it.
Let's see what they're made of.
Good luck, have fun!
Tick-tock, the hour approaches. Let it flow!
Hunt down.
So no threat of atrocity this turn. We're playing like on the edge here. We need to do our very best. We're so low on health. But this Scar Mother Rina could be what we need. This Troll Chant is our lifeline here.
Gonna find a gift for an action, right, Arda?
We'll take what we want. The rest will burn.
Oh, the butchery we'd commit together.
Judgment awaits. This too shall end.
Fly from the first land.
He's trying to set up an atrocity.
Judgment awaits.
The problem is... it's already at 6.
Left for a snack?
So maybe playing Scar Mother Runa was a mistake. Yeah, they managed.
My glory!
I don't want to lose to an atrocity, but
It is easy, see?
feels like that may be what happens here. Unless we're able to drag him in it. Oh, no, wait. With double this? Wait. We have to attack immediately.
We should be
We have to drag you.
Let it flow!
Because unless he has atrocity into glimpse me on, we can win.
Quit struggling.
The problem is another fucking Nasus.
Time's made me wiser, not patient.
Because if I go for a Death Lotus, I have to draw now.
Another fine scar.
have the name. I need the reputation.
Such rich blood.
How marvelous!
I need my twin sisters. Oh! Oh, we got him! Cause I couldn't play double Death Lotus because if I did that, or if I could play one Death Lotus to win, but if he had Atrocity, then I couldn't finish off Nasus anymore. We climbed like, dude, I started at like bottom Diamond 4. Holy fuck. The win streak with this deck. And we don't even have to run into I haven't run into a single Irelia Azir, and we still like, how did we do, man? That was insane. That was some crazy session we just had. Holy crap, man. 9-1. 9-1. Can't get all the games in there, but 9-1. Holy crap. Not bad. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys tomorrow.